Hello everybody, this is Mr. Bean, the Math Director of SLA District. Today I want to show you a video on how we can use the M-STEP workbooks that we got and also intentional planning with the kids and how we can scaffold them. So today I'm going to go in and show you a lesson. This is not scripted. This is all, they have not been prepped. So I want to make sure that you guys get the real footage of everything. It's only going to be a 25-minute lesson, and then the way this is going to go is I'm going to explain what goes on in there. So you'll see me sometime in the classroom, and sometimes you'll see me out here. So get ready to go. All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right, so today I wanted to come in and do a lesson with you guys on something that you might be able to see when you guys start taking your state assessments, okay? So the very first thing that I want you to think of is think of an instrument. Raise your hand when you have that instrument in your hand. I'm thinking of a particular one. Yes? A harp, I love it. Piano.
A saxophone.
Saxophone.
Flute.
Flute. Trumpet. Drum.
Marimba.
Oh, geez, that's a great one. Guitar. Xylophone. God, he took yours? Tuba. Okay, up here, yes. Violin. Cymbals. That's all right. Snare. Man, you guys know more instruments than I do. What's that one where sometimes at the very end that somebody holds and then they go ding at the very end? What's that one called? What do you got? A triangle. Everybody see a triangle? So today, you're like, why is Mr. Bean bringing up that? Today, we're going to talk about triangles, okay? And we're also going to talk about how we use them. So, anybody remember what a triangle is? What is a triangle? Talk and tell your partner right next to you or behind you. What is a triangle?
What's a triangle?
What's a triangle? I love it. I love it. Okay, wrap it up. Who can explain to me what you guys talked about? What is a triangle? Oh, could be a slice of pizza. She's giving us an example. Great. Yes.
It could be an example of three sides with three lines, and there's a line at the bottom which is called vertical line, or
okay, we're getting fancy here.
Bottom, and
so you say three corners, right?
it has three corners.
Okay. And how many sides?
It has three.
Okay.
Because there's one line at the bottom.
Okay, you're talking about the line at the bottom.
And then.
And the two on the side?
One thing I wondered about it is a parallel line with the two lines on the side except for that bottom one. It's parallel.
He's asking, one of his questions is, are these lines parallel? That's one thing he's thinking of, okay? Is there different types of triangles?
Yes.
Can somebody name me one type of triangle? Kennedy? Yes?
A right angle triangle.
A right triangle, okay. Right angle triangle. Obtuse triangle. What's that word mean? Somebody said obtuse.
I said obtuse.
Right, what does that mean?
I learned it in Mathnasium.
Mathnasium helped you with that? What is obtuse?
It's like the angle.
So it deals with angles. Now I hear another word.
Acute.
Uh-oh, I heard another one. These are all dealing with triangles? Okay?
Yes.
So, then I heard a right triangle, right? You guys read my mind. You guys get out of my head. So, explain to me what a right triangle is. A right angle. What is a right angle? Somebody I haven't heard. What's a right angle?
Like an angle that goes to the right. It kind of goes to the right.
Okay, goes to the right. How else do you want to explain it? Has a what?
A box.
A box inside. Okay. What you got back there? See, how did you guys know that I wrote this last night? Did you guys know that? This is exactly what you guys just said. So what is a right triangle? I mean, what is a right angle? What do you notice? Yes.
Two of the lines are connected by a square.
Okay, what's that little square mean?
A right angle.
A right angle. How many degrees is a right angle?
90.
90. So a right angle is 90 degrees, right? Can it be 91?
No.
Can it be 88?
No.
No, it has to be a perfect corner, right? So talk to me about using the word 90 degrees. How do I describe what an acute angle is? And I always remember this is a acute little angle. Yes.
Acute angle is an angle below 90.
Below 90, what else can I say besides below, which is perfect? Under. Lower. I'm looking for another L word.
Less.
I heard it. Less than 90, right? Okay, what about an obtuse angle? How would I describe that as with using 90 degrees? Yes. More, do you guys agree with him?
Yes.
Give me a thumbs up if you agree with him. I agree with you. More than 90. Any questions? Any questions on just angles? Everybody remembers that, okay? Now, do you know there's different types of triangles? You said a right angle, you said obtuse, and you were giving me details about them. Anybody ever heard of an equilateral triangle?
Yeah.
What's an equilateral? Think about it. Hold on. Don't yell it out. Equilateral triangle. What does that mean? Do you agree with her?
Yes.
Anybody disagree with her? It's right in the name, right? All the sides are equal. Are all the sides equal here? Probably not. I have to measure, right? Okay. Isosceles triangle. Anybody ever heard of that?
Yes.
Isosceles. So if an equilateral triangle is equal parts, what could an isosceles triangle be?
Longer.
Explain. What's longer?
Wider. Taller.
Okay. What else?
So the two sides that's like this is longer than the one on the bottom.
Oh, so you're saying these two sides are long, but this one is short.
Yeah.
What else you want to say?
Uneven triangle.
An uneven triangle. Okay. You see where he's going with that one? So an isosceles triangle, you guys are right there. Two of the sides are equal. The other one's not. Two of the sides are equal. The other one's not. Okay? So equilateral, how many sides are equal?
Two.
In equilateral.
All.
All of them. An isosceles triangle, how many are equal?
One.
And I know that even though you do maybe not know what scalene triangle is, I bet you already know what it is now. If this has all equal sides, this has two equal sides, how many equal sides does this have?
Two.
How many say three equal sides is scalene? How many of you say two equal sides is scalene? How many of you say no equal size is scalene? There we go. So none of them are equal. Now, side note, real quick. You're probably wondering what these lines are for, right? If it's got one line, that means they're all equal. I don't have to measure it. I don't have to measure it at all. Okay? This one tells me these two sides are the same because they have those little lines. This one's got two lines. That means it's different than the other two. And this one, I got 1, 2, and 3 telling you all of these sides are different. I'm going to give you, everybody get out your pencils. I am going to give you a packet. I want you to turn it over, and I want you to draw on your own. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I want you to draw an equilateral triangle. I want you to draw an isosceles triangle. I want you to draw a scalene triangle, okay? If you need to work with the person next to you to help you out or to go over some ideas, yes, you can do that. Put your name, first and last at the top. So if you drop it, we're good. And you're gonna have, how many minutes do you think you need to complete this?
10.
10? No.
15.
3.
What?
A minute a triangle, right?
Make it like 15. 3 minutes and 30. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 10 minutes. 3 minutes.
You have to borrow it. I don't have a.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
2 minutes. No.
All right.
Mr. B. I'm gonna do it in 2 minutes.
You can go sharpen it. Yes. Thank you for asking. Okay. So, what I need you to do is I need you to draw and label. And I'll give you guys are going to have to share a little bit here, okay? If you want a ruler, you can also use a straight edge. Also, that's why we draw the lines. I'm sharing between 2 people. Sharing between 2 people. Oops, I'm sorry. Well, we can go over that here in a second. That's a great question. Somebody says, how can we use a ruler? So if somebody's sitting next to her, you can help her use that ruler to draw straight edges, to measure. Who else needs one? I got 4 extra. Okay, so you saw how I needed to introduce the topic kind of in a fun, creative way. I would like to have actual prop of a triangle would have been perfect, but sometimes you just got to do what you have to do. So the number one thing is I want you to realize that I do have everything intentionally planned. First of all, I'm going over the recall of their triangles and their angles. I need to make sure that they have a base. And we talk about scaffolding, our low, medium, and high kids, or the level that they are in that subject. I want to make sure that I'm hitting everything. So my first part was all recall, and I need to do something with their hands. I can't expect them just to have all this information and just grab it without putting hands on things, singing songs, whatever it may be. So the next part I'm going to go into is we're going to talk about how to the traits of these, and then going to the critical thinking part. And I only have 17 minutes left. And the reason why I want you to make sure that you have time, because it really keeps your lesson going like this and making sure that you don't waste time or get sidetracked. So see you back inside. What do I call the triangle that only has 2 sides that are equal? Isosceles. Yeah, and you're gonna have to say it over and over a couple times. It's not the easiest word to say all right away. Isosceles. What is the triangle that has all equal sides?
Equilateral.
Equilateral. And then scalene has, I gave you the answer too quick. What is the triangle that has no equal sides?
Scalene.
Okay. So these are one of the things that if you see this on your homework or out and about in the world or on your test, they might not give you that, but you need to be able to break it down. So the easiest one is what? Equilateral, I think, to remember. Equal sides. These are the ones that people sometimes get mixed up. So I just try to remember, you got to try to think of something that can help you remember. Scalene means no equal sides. You might have a clue, because sometimes you guys think it of a different angle than I do. How can remember scalene as 0? 0 side.
No sides because it's like this.
Okay, so he's saying that the S maybe is kind of crooked, or he's thinking of something that's crooked, maybe something that's not straight, none of them. The first thing that came to mind was like a scales, reptile. I'm just thinking out loud. But I don't know how that would remind me of no sides that are equal. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, what do you want to say? Scalene is scaring the sides. Is that what you said? Oh, I like that one. Scalene is scaring all the sides. I love that. I love that. Okay? Okay, so can somebody want to come up to the board and show us their equilateral triangle? Royal. Oh, that one right there. Sorry. I forgot there was 2. Right there on the side, right-hand side. Yep. And we're going to give him a little leeway here. He doesn't have a ruler. He doesn't have a straight edge. Can somebody remind me, what is he doing with those lines right there? What is he showing us? What is he showing us?
He's showing us that it's even.
Yes, any line that has one little line in that triangle, it's showing those things. And that's why we don't have to get out there. Oh, just do your equilateral. I'm going to have somebody come up, Royal, and do isosceles. But thank you for the effort. Pass it off to somebody else, Royal, that you don't normally pass it off to. Make it quick. Isosceles triangle or scalene, whichever one you want to do. Can you tell me what her lines mean? What does her lines mean? Kennedy.
How the bottom line is more than the two top lines.
Is more than? I know what you're saying, but I need you to say it a little bit more detail. Keep going, Kennedy. Which ones are the same, Kennedy? Okay, and then what's the bottom one? Is it the same or different? Different. That's the word I was looking for. Different, shorter, not equal, that kind of thing. Great job. Pass it off to somebody that you don't normally pass it off to, please, so they can give us their scalene triangle. Why she is doing that? Everybody with your arms, show me a right angle. Show me a right angle. Can I go like this? As long as it goes like that, can it be upside down? It can be upside down. What about an obtuse angle? Show me an obtuse angle. I need bigger than 90. So you can start at 90, you got to go bigger. Can I go upside down? I can. Don't let that trick you, because sometimes you won't always see it like that. Now show me a cute little angle. Right, so we have 90, now we're going to go here. So we can be all the way from here to here to here, okay? Good. Now, after she draws her scalene triangle, we are now going to take our knowledge and we're going to critically think how to answer a question about it, okay? Now, very good, I like it. So can somebody please explain to us her lines? Nope, you're good. What's her lines mean? They're all not equal. You guys give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. Nope, you're good. Okay, now, next thing I want you to do is I want you to turn your packet over, open it up to number 12. It should look like this. All right, so do you see number 12? Let's all read it together. If you cannot read that, just listen please and follow along with us. 1, 2, 3. How many triangles can be found in this figure? Write your answer in the box below. Go ahead, count up all the triangles that you can. Okay. Let me get maximized here. Is this what you see here? Yes. Okay, so I need some answers. How many did you come up with? 7. I hear 7. 5? Okay. Gotcha. Three, 2, 1, 0 noise. I love the excitement. I love it. Okay. I'm going to go through this a little quicker because we're running out of time here, and I want to get to one more question before we wrap this up. There's one right there, right? Okay, I wish I could draw on that, but oh well. Another one right here, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. What about this big one?
We gotta split them up.
6. You see that one? You see the big one? Even though there's 2 together, that counts as 1, 2, and then the big one is 3. 4, 5, 6. So if you counted 6 triangles, you're fine. Now, if you got 5, do you see where you missed the 6th one? Okay. But you can't draw new lines. I like the way you're thinking ahead, but just on here. So I would write 7 right there, okay? All right, now, here, 6. Did I say 7? I meant 6. Thank you. You're listening. Okay, good. All right. All right, now, let's go here. Now, go to number 13. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where we put everything together. We have gone over angles. We've gone over different types of triangles. We've gone over different types of angles. Now we need to put, so could you read this with, now on the M step, this is a question that looks exactly like what would be on the M step. Your NWEA, something along those lines, okay? Also, there's a lot of times when I have to go out and do paperwork or applications or something, there might be check boxes and things like that, okay? Now, when you see this, you need to read every part of the direction. So let's look at your paper and let's read this together as a class. 1, 2, 3. In the first column, classification of the triangles based on the lengths of the sides is given. Select all possible triangles for each type of triangle. If the answer is possible, select the option by checking. Okay, now, before we do anything, and this is a safe place, because what you know, you might not know. What you know, you might not know. Is there any word that you don't understand up there? Yes, which word? Very good. Does everybody see classification? Yeah. Okay, so a classification, if I could put in very simple terms for you. First of all, does anybody know what classification means?
No. I know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like explaining or like describing.
Describing. Go on.
Like describing something, like explaining about it.
Classifications can be categories. So if I ask you to classify your shapes, you're going to put all your circles in one classification. You're going to put all your squares in one classification. Or your clothes. You can classify them in the season that you wear them. Here's my summer clothes. Here's my winter clothes. Classification, just the category you put them in, okay? Now, we haven't talked about this. And this is what we're going to talk about. This is part 1 of the lesson. Then we're going to do part 2 coming up on another day. We have to decide, can an equilateral triangle, can it be an acute triangle? What is an acute triangle? What is an acute triangle?
Less than 90.
Corners that are less than 90. Can an equilateral triangle be an acute angle?
Yes. No.
What kind of angle is this?
A right angle.
That's a perfect corner?
Yes. No.
That's a perfect corner?
No. Yes.
That's a perfect straight up and down corner.
No.
So you're telling me this corner looks like this?
No.
So what kind is it?
Acute.
Acute. What's this one? Acute. And what is this one?
Acute.
So can an equilateral triangle be an acute angle?
Yes.
Check it. Check it.
I'm gonna show you this.
Check it. I don't think I can. I'm sure I can, but okay, so check that box. Now, on the test, you're just going to click on it, okay? You can have, here's the tricky part about this. You can have more than one answer on a row, or sometimes you don't, okay? Let's go to the next one. Can an equilateral triangle be an obtuse angle?
No.
So what if I start drawing an obtuse angle, and they're the same side, right?
No.
Is this one going to be equal to those two, or longer or shorter?
Longer.
That's going to be a lot longer. So can it be an obtuse angle with equal sides?
No.
Leave it alone, leave it blank. Okay? So you should have a box here, nothing here. Can it be a right triangle? Can I make it equal? Because is this side going to be the same or longer? So can an equilateral triangle be a right triangle? No. That's a hard concept to grasp, everybody. You guys did an excellent job with that. You have to look at what the different angles can be. Let's go down to the next one. An isosceles triangle, what's an isosceles triangle? Sides, how many sides are equal?
2.
How many?
2.
How many?
2.
Okay. Can I make an isosceles triangle with an acute angle? Let's take a look. What's this? What's this? Put it down. Mark it. Mark it. Can an isosceles triangle be an obtuse angle? Sure? Are you sure? Okay. Here we go. I'm going to make one side that's the same length. I'm going to make another side that's the same length. These are the same. Now, I have one that's not the same. So I follow my rule. Two sides that are equal. But are these obtuse?
No. Yes.
Okay. No, they're not. But let me draw you another one. This line is also the same line as that. But now if I draw my triangle, what's that angle? Nope, these two are the same. These two are the same.
More than 90.
It's more than 90, so it's a... So can I make a isosceles triangle obtuse?
Yes.
Mark it. Can I make a isosceles triangle with the right angle?
No. Yes. No. Absolutely not.
Really?
No.
Are these two sides the same?
No. Yes.
That's different. So I follow my rule of two sides. But look at this corner. What kind of corner is that?
Right.
So can an isosceles triangle be a right triangle?
Yes.
Mark it. Last one. Last one. A scalene triangle have how many equal sides?
No.
Nice. Okay, can it be an acute angle?
No. Yes.
Yes, no? Okay, let's see. Let me try to make it acute. So they all have to be different, so this can be short. I can make this one really long, and then I can make this one even longer. So these are different. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And is that acute?
No.
Is that acute or obtuse? Right here, right here, right here. Acute. Is this acute or obtuse? And this is right, correct? So can I make a scalene triangle that can be acute? Yes. Look, I just did it. Now, right now, I know that I'm going to go kind of fast at the end, but that's okay because I'm just trying to expose it to you. So the next time that we do this, you have already an idea. So if you're not mastering this right now, don't freak out. Just relax. You're right on track, okay? Now, can I do a scalene triangle that is obtuse?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So I have one that's different, one that's long. Oh, wait, I want to make it obtuse. Is that obtuse? Yeah, that's obtuse. And then I have to make it like that. Not the greatest triangle in the world, but we do have an obtuse angle. I should have done it like this, shouldn't I? Right. Oh, thank you. Very good. So, can I make a scalene triangle that's obtuse? Yes. Can I make a scalene triangle that has a right angle?
Yes.
Let's try. So I need to have how many different sides? 3. So here's a short side. Here's a long side. I have my right angle. Here is I'll make it even longer. So that, and that. Can I make a triangle that's isosceles that's a right angle? Yes, I can. So you should have 1 check on the first row, 3 checks on the second row and 3 checks on the third row.
I thought three.
All 3. No, all 3. All 3.
I'm talking about on the first one.
One row.
Yeah.
Do we just check 1 on the first row?
Yes.
Equilateral triangle can only be
It's 3 on the last row.
correct. Okay, now, this is what I want you to do, and we're going to come back. So, for the last couple of minutes, because I'm going to go talk outside to wrap this up, I want you and your partner to work on these. Turn the page to number 14. It's everything that we kind of talked about. The main idea for you is I want you to stay on topic. Don't talk about lunch. Don't talk about how Luca had 45 points last night, okay? No one? Nobody? Okay. Luca plays for the Lakers? Long story. All right, now, so tell me if these statements are true or false. So then I'll come back. They're going to keep these and we're going to go over our answers. And then we're going to see how much they remember from yesterday. There'll be prizes. Not big, huge gift cards. There'll be prizes. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. It's a mystery. So, you guys work on this. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Okay? Any questions? No. Okay, all right. Okay, as you can see, teachers work the hardest. I am out of breath. I'm sweating. It's only been 25 minutes. Maybe it would a little longer, but I needed to feel them out and I needed to understand how far I could go with them. So I did run out of time at the end, but I made the decision to come back again tomorrow to go over what they learned. I felt like they grasped so much today. Maybe not exactly where I needed them, but just imagine if I do that 20 minutes every single day. It goes, because what I'm having them do is critically think. So tomorrow, after this gets into their long-term memory, hopefully, then we can really get into the critical thinking. Once again, I had my answers here. I did not have the answer key. I actually had to go over some things to make sure that I didn't teach the kids wrong. And I'm the math director, so don't be afraid to open up a book, to open up ChatGPT, to open up anything or ask somebody how you get these. And you can see that I had all my plans right out in front of me and I was very deliberate. Ladies and gentlemen, please make the classroom fun, make it exciting, make so their voices are heard. And you notice I gave them time to talk and be around each other. So I'm not saying be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. I do have a relationship with them. So this is not my first time in here, but this can be done as long as you have norms. You can do this with any classroom. So I just wanted to say that was my intentional teaching today. I thank you for your time and we'll have more episodes in the future. Thank you.